Hey all, it's Tom. For years I've been looking for a neck knife. That's the thing. Yeah. And I happened when I was going through eBay, there was a bunch of K-bars. I'm a K-bar fan, so I was like, okay. So let's see what I see. And there was one by Becker that Donnie B reviewed. There was three by K-bar. There was Ashleron, I think it's called, Dozier, Johnson Piggyback, and K-bar makes their own design, kind of like a K-bar blade with a skeleton knife sheath. They all have plastic friction hold sheaths. So they're made out of everything under the sun. Some are 1095, some are 5CR. So the one I decided to choose was this one. Just the kabar.dozier. Now, I've met Bob Dozier before. I've used some of his pocket knives, always great quality. I had a survival knife of his years back. Phenomenal blades, right? So I was like, okay, well, we'll try that one first. Price tags on these only run from sometimes you can get them for $9 up to about 15 or 16. So they're not expensive. So if one don't work, try another one. So let's start with the sheath. The sheath is hard plastic. Now it says it's a friction hold. It slides in and it's held by these two little nubs right inside of there. You can see them. So when you put the knife in, this little part here of the knife is held in by them two nubs. You notice how you don't get any? So, first day out of the box, I took it out of the sheath. There was a nice snap to it, and I was like, oh, this could be good. After playing with it for a couple hours, and basically, I'm not going to try to retention because it's going to stab me in the foot. There's hardly any retention to this. A 2-year-old, 1-year-old baby could pull this out of the sheath. Now this is a neck knife, hung around your neck. So if you fall, you bounce, you run a little bit, boink, guess what's running around in your shirt? So strike one on the sheath there at K-bar, and from what I understand, all the sheaths are made the same way. So I'm going to try heating this up a little bit with a lighter, and just moving these two pieces in a little bit closer like this. And maybe that'll give it a lot more retention. Let's hope so. So it does come with this D-hole, I guess you would call it, to run a string through, but the string is not running right, it's crooked. So it has a habit of doing this when you bend over. They could have done a lot better with that and just put something, over here on the side, you run it through this way, and that way it'll lay flat, but it is what it is. That's a no-go on the sheath for definite. This is the knife. Now this is a 2.62 inch 5CR15 blade, which I believe is the equivalent to 440. It's a hollow grind. Got a very nice distal taper to it. One thing I do like about it is you get your hand right up next to the edge right there without going over, so you're not wasting any of the blade. It has a 90. It's not the greatest in the world, but it has a 90 on it. It'll throw sparks, but not really good. Now, where this would shine throwing sparks is once you take this wrap off. It's a skeletonized knife. There's a hole here, a little solid part that says K-bar, and then there's another hole back here. These parts are outrageously sharp. That's what the wrap is on here for, because when I was using it when I first got the knife, I hurt my hand. Not cut it, but it hurt to use. It bit in bad. So they've got a lanyard hold. Why, I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to hang it by the lanyard hold and just pull the sheath off. I don't know. But that's about it for the knife. This is the Ka-Bar 4073. I've seen other reviews on the other knives. It's either airplanes or big trucks. Now, I've seen a lot of other reviews on the other knives. And although the knives are good for what they are, I mean, I wanted a neck knife for a backup on small game and just doing around the camp chores if I ever do get back out. That's all I wanted it for. Just so I didn't have to keep using my main blade over and over, because I usually carry a big blade. Lately it's been pocket knives and stuff, but I usually carry a fixed blade of at least 5 to 6 inches. So this would be a nice little camp knife, just for cutting up chores and whatnot. And if I needed to, my pocket knife when dull hunting, then make a nice little skinner for, you could even do deer with this. Now, the edge on it, out of the box, was razor sharp. I've been cutting with it and playing with it, and that's how I found out the handle was so bad. It's not shave sharp, but it will take some off. Out of the box, it was shave sharp. It didn't take very long to start losing an edge, and that kind of upset me. This is a Ka-Bar product. I expect a better quality, but I've been saying that about Ka-Bar for a long time. So now let's see what we can do here. Now, if I'm going to use it in camp, it's going to need to make feather sticks. Let's do your tiny fire lighting ones. Then it will do your fire feather sticks. One thing I can say about it, even with the cord wrapped handle, it's still biting. So it wouldn't be a main knife I would carry. I've seen a couple of guys put handles on these and they look really cool. So it'll do feather sticks. Let me see if I can get you set here. See the stump. Alright, so there's the stump. Will it be baton to make your kindling? Sure it will. It's a knife. Not what knives are made for, but that's what they do. You want a knife this small. Okay? And then once you get your kindling made, you can always go back, make your little wispy fire starters, and you're done. So it will baton, and it will shave, and it will do all them other things. Now, this is a really light blade. It's under, I think it's 1.3 ounces or something like that. But let's see what maybe it'll drop, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Don't forget, these are hickory stumps. Nothing bent on it. Let's back this up in case I miss, I don't stick myself. That's always a help. Okay. That was the bite on it. It's not a bad bite. Didn't bend. Cord wrap seems to be holding up pretty good too. Held up good. Like I said, that's the kabar.dozier neck knife. They're great little knives. I like this. I'm going to have to work on the sheath, of course. If not, I'm going to have to make a leather one. And, you know, instead of hanging it upside down, hang it this way on my neck. You're going to want to put a cord wrap on it if you have one. This does bite into your hands. But, you know what? A baton that made the little wispy feathers, it made the big thick feathers. It didn't cut into my hand. And that was dumb. Would I recommend it? Yeah. I would look for other options. But if you're looking for something cheap to maybe throw in your boot, or and I'd make a good boot knife. But if you're looking for something cheap to throw in your boot, something cheap to throw in your pack, or like a kid's first starter knife or something, that'd be great little knives for them. So, this is Tom. I want to thank you for your time and your patience. If you're not subscribed, please do. And we will see you guys on our next one.